look, you can't have your cake and eat it. You can't on the one hand say that there's a fully enlightened being that now has all understanding and power, and there's still a need because he hasn't used it yet. He may be fully enlightened, but he obviously doesn't have all the power. And there would be no need for you to become a fully enlightened being because, for the sake of others, because if he'd had the power, he would have already put things right. The argument is, of course, that he doesn't have all the power by any means. He can relate to some people, but not others, or others can relate to him, and some can't. And you, being a different individual, relate well to some people, which he wouldn't relate to. So there's a need for you to become enlightened too. Sounds dodgy reasoning to me. The fault arises, I think, from focusing on the fully enlightened one instead of on some understanding and trust in an existence of God. If God exists, He's doing what's best already. And what we are doing is simply part of what He's doing in us. You know, Mum has me help doing the washing up. Not because it makes much difference to her workload, but because it'll be a blessing to me to work and relate with her, creating with her. It's training. Do you see the fault is inadvertently starting to worship the notion of fully enlightened beings? Whatever constitutes a manifestation in this world of good, evil, change and uncertainty, time, space and matter, it's not the fullness of God, but something God is doing. And even if you think this person is an arhat, or a bodhisattva, or a incarnation of God, if he's here in this universe, he's very incomplete. Compared to the real fullness of God in all dimensions, in all being and beyond it. We are not to be worshipped. The first principle of life, eternal life, is to love God with all your heart, soul, mind and strength. And from Jesus' understanding, to love God as your dad. The rest is a byroad. Hopefully it will get you back to the main route. But some byroads, tortuously long, if indeed they ever get back to the main route. It is our incompleteness that underpins the harm we do. If we were complete in understanding, we would be as understanding as God. We do not blame the victim. for the things they do wrong. Neither karma nor blame. We simply delight where God gives us opportunity to be their rescue. Thank you, Dad. All religions are avatayshnns, by which I mean they end up as avatarial. They're following avatars, great teachers, gurus, messengers, prophets, priests, incarnations of wisdom, avatars. Pure religion is not that. Pure religion is loving God. And to do that, assuming He is our loving Father, seems to be the best way to go. Not hanging on every word of some purported messenger, be it in person or scriptural form, vision or anything else. We purpose to follow God, love God, with all our heart, soul, mind and strength. That is our religion. I don't need an incarnation of anything. I need just to imagine the loveliness of God, who will, of course, conform to my values, because that's what I value. What else could I love? And I will trust that He is able to put me right, because I'm a child, and He's my dad. My dad can do anything. Any kid should be able to tell you that. How much more us of God? In my imagination of Him, I can trust Him for all my inadequacies, because of His goodness, not because of mine, because of His. It's because of His goodness I love Him. I'm bewildered by His loving kindness. I love you, Dad. But it is my dad. The personification of what I find I value. Who else could I love? Call this a religion if you like.